welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my Zodiac Panner update. I am late to upload this video. I'm going to try and upload it the same day that I film, but I don't know how likely that is. However, this is a project that I've been doing since April. It did start in March last year and it was created by Caena at Caena's Closet from the Pantastic Ladies. And I think a lot of people ended their project in December because obviously they like to start afresh in January. I decided to roll over you know, until this year. The project's supposed to end in March and I don't know if there's going to be another one. I'm not sure. So I might end up doing my own version of this because I have ended up getting a lot of pans in this project and it's been a lot of fun. So basically it is a 12-month project and you have 12 star signs and you need to project pan an item that correlates with the star sign color that Caena's put together. And I, along with a lot of other people, decided to do eyeshadows, which just makes a lot of sense, and we all like to pan eyeshadows anyway. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So I've got 12 eyeshadows. I have done it rolling style, not everyone did it rolling style. And so I've got shades in here since April that I still have not hit pan on. It's been a journey, but I haven't wanted to roll anything out after a usage. This really was hit pan, and then that's it. I haven't been doing a usage, so yeah, it's taken me some time, but along the way I have definitely had a lot of success and worked on a lot of palettes, multiple palettes throughout the year, which has been a lot of fun. But anyway, this is my update. There is one more update until the finale. I have decided that any shades that I choose to roll out today, which means yes, I do have pans that I've hit again, which is really exciting. Any shades that I roll out today, I'm not going to be replacing them. There's only 2 months left of the project and I just kind of feel like I need a breather because I've got other projects going on and I don't know, I kind of want to concentrate on the ones that I still have because as I said, I've had a lot of shades in here since April that I want to actually get into it because there is quite a bit to go through. So we'll start with my Juvia's Place palette, the bronze palette. I have been working on the second shade in here. They do not have shade names, but it's this one here, and this is for Aries. And that is supposed to be like a red shade. This is more of a blood orange red shade, but you know, it works for me. And I only used it once this month. This one has been in the project since April. I have had a lot of use. I'll put my total uses on the screen of all of them. But you know, I have a little bit of a dent. I do want to hit pan in this. It is my mission. So next 2 months, I really, really want to try to hit pan in this. I mean, I just, you know, I worked on it for a whole year. I feel like I have to do it, right? Okay, next up we've got Taurus, which is pastel pink, blue or green. I had rolled this shade in last time from my Mercury retrograde from Huda Beauty because I had hit pan another shade. And I picked this color here, Haze, and as you can see, I've barely done anything with it. I've only used it once, so nothing really to show. I don't think it's going to be a hard shade for me to hit pan, to be honest. And I quite like the matte formula of Huda Beauty. I kind of realized that I do. It's a nice soft matte. It's not super hard pressed, but it's also not super powder. It's kind of, it's nicely in the middle. So it does take a little bit of time to hit pan in that. However, we're moving, you know, we're going to get closer to spring. In the next 2 months, I imagine I will wear that color a little bit more than I have done the last month. So hopefully I can get a dent. I don't know if I'll hit pan, but I'd like to get some more of a dent in it. Moving on, we've got Gemini, which is a yellow. So I picked a shade from my Nomad Tokyo palette, and I picked this shade over here, which is called Melty. I'm just going to hide a shade because I don't want to spoil you. This one I've only used once. I haven't done a lot of yellows, so it doesn't look too different. I do like yellow eyeshadow, I just haven't used a lot of it. I've done a lot of pinks and mauves lately and like berries, which is normally what I would do during this time of year. So that kind of makes sense that I haven't really been pulling for it. Okay, moving on, we have Cancer, which is a silvery blue or smoky gray. So I picked a silvery blue from my Blue Moon palette from Colourpop. I picked the Billie Jean, which is a very beautiful shimmer in this palette. This one I've used twice. I haven't really done that many cool tones, if I'm honest. I know a lot of people do cool tones around this time of year. I actually have been doing a lot more warm tones. I just think it kind of goes with my very pale complexion. I don't know, the contrast is better. If I do a lot of cool tones and I'm very pasty white, sometimes it doesn't look the best, if that makes sense. But anyway, I really like this shade. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hit pan in the next 2 months, but it is a beautiful shade and I don't mind pulling for it. If I can find any looks for any of these, I will put them on the screen. I just haven't honestly been taking that many selfies recently. I've just been super busy, and I have been doing my makeup. It's just I have been forgetting to do it, and then by the end of the day I'm like, oh shoot, I should have taken a picture. My makeup looks so good, but by that time it didn't look great. So yeah, I just don't have that many to show. Okay, moving on, we've got Leo, which is orange and yellow, and I pulled a shade from my Sunset Beach palette from Primark, and this one is also a shimmer. It is a beautiful shimmer. Oops. It's right here. This one I've only used once though. I thought I would use it a lot more for my inner corner, but honestly I've been using a lot more other shades, and I've been neglecting it. It is a shade that I could probably hit pan on. I've been neglecting it, as I said. Okay, going back to my Tokyo palette. This one is for Vertigo, so it is a green or dark brown. I picked a green shade, and I hit pan in my Moshi Moshi shimmer down here, which is really exciting. These shades, I've said it almost in every single video, get hard pan, so they're really like annoying. They're very beautiful, but I think that I like to use my finger, and they're probably not the best shades to do with your finger because of the moisture. They just get hard pan straight away. So it was a little bit hard to get a pan in this. I felt the same with this shade as well. I have a tiny little pan in this one. Very hard to get pan in, but the actual like color of them is really beautiful. And even though it looks green and I've pulled it for a green shade, it has a beautiful flip of blue and purple. It's really gorgeous. Okay, so moving on. This one I actually only used once this month, and I hit pan. I was very close last time, I just didn't realize it. And then I did do a green look. I don't know if I took a picture of that, but if I did, I'll try to post it. But yeah, very excited to have another pan in this palette. I have 4 pans in this palette. I worked on this palette so much last year, and I almost picked it for a pan that palette. I still am undecided whether I'm going to do a second palette from my Pan That palette, just simply because the palette that I picked is falling apart, so I might want to pull something else. But anyway, yeah, I have a really good head start in this. I really like this palette as well. It's not the best quality, but I think it's just fun. Okay, moving on, we have a shade from the ABH Norvina. This is for Libra, and it's a pink, pale green, or shades of blue. So I picked pink, the Wild Child shade right here. I actually have it on today, but I still don't have pan. I find it pretty hard to hit pan in these shades. This one I used only twice this month though, so you know, I'm not using it a whole bunch, but I'll, you know, as always, put up on the screen how many times I've used it in total. I just think they take a lot of time, and also I use my finger for the most part. It's definitely going down, but just slowly. It is one of those things. I'm not like digging for it either, I'm just using it naturally. Okay, next up we've got Scorpio, which is deep red or maroon, and I picked a deep red from my Wine and Only from Colourpop. This one I've been working on since April. Actually, I've been working on it since March because I think I had this shade in another project, or I was doing a No Pan Left Behind in this palette, or something like that, or maybe it was in my Pandas eyeshadows. I've been working on this shade, it feels like a whole year. It's been almost a whole year. And yeah, there's a little bit of a dent, but it's still not, I still have not hit pan in it. So this one, I've only used it once this month. It is so hard pressed. So, and I don't know, it's just really, it's a beautiful shade. I really enjoy using it, but it's very hard pressed. Like, it's just hard to get anything going. And you know, I put up on screen how many times I've used it. It's not like a crazy amount, but you know, I've just gotten a little bit of fatigue from it every so often. And if I have another shade in my collection that I'm working on, or is another palette where I'm doing a No Pan Left Behind, this does get neglected. And it's definitely got neglected in the last month and a half because of my Naughty Nude palette that I've been working on in my Project Level Up, just simply because there's a lot of berries in there. Not quite this color, but there are a few mattes that are very similar to this color, so I'm probably, you know, I've been pulling for those over this, and it has been neglected. So I've only used it once, and I would really like to hit pan in it before the end of the project, or by the end of the project. So 2 months left. Can I do it? I don't know. It's gonna be hard. But I would like to do it. This one and the Dubious Place one at the beginning, those are the two that have stayed in the longest, and I really just want to hit pan in both of them. Okay, moving on, we have another pan that I hit this month, and this is for a Sagittarius. So it's Rich Purples or Dark Blues. I picked purple from my Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. And this one I have been working on since April, and I finally hit pan in it this last month, which I'm really excited about. I had also hit pan in this a few months ago in the same project. So now I have 2 pans in this palette, which I'm so happy and pleased about. And yeah, that's exciting to me. I like to have palettes that have multiple pans in them. And you know, I get use out of everything. I love all these palettes. Like, I'm just enjoying myself at the moment. I did overwhelm myself and inundate myself with all these pans to pan, but you know, eventually I'm getting there, so it's actually kind of cool. But yeah, this one is rolling out. I won't be replacing it with anything, but I'm very excited that I have another pan. Moving on, I have a shadow from the Naked Urban Decay, and this is for Capricorn, so it's subdued dark green, grey, black or brown. I picked a subdued sort of brownish color, and I put this Buck shade, and as you can see, I do not have a pan, and I do not really have too much going on. It hasn't changed all that much. I've only used it twice. It's not going to change too much if I haven't. Oh, did I tell you I used this 3 times and I hit pan? I might have said twice, but I said it's actually 3 times. But yeah, this one only twice. These 2 shades over here took me a really long time. I would say 40 to 50 uses. So this one, I doubt I'm gonna hit pan before the end of the project, but I just kind of wanted to keep using this palette because it's a very old palette at this point. Okay, next up we've got Aquarius, which is Electric Blue and Turquoise. I picked an Electric Blue from my Summer and Saint-Tropez from BH Cosmetics, and I picked this Pamplemousse shade right here. It's a beautiful shade, but I haven't done a lot of blues, and I've only used it once. I don't think it's going to take me that long to hit pan in it once I actually start using it, and I do think that I will start using this more when we get closer to spring. So in the next couple months, I think I will pull for it. If I hit pan in it, that's another question, I'm not sure. And then last but not least, I have a pan, and actually this is my pan palette for the year, the e.l.f. What is it called? I can't remember what it's called, Retro Paradise. And this is for Pisces, a soft sea green. I think I rolled this in maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago maybe at this point, and I still have not hit pan in it because I just don't like this shade. I think this is my least favorite shade in the palette, and it is the green, obviously. And I've only used it once. A little bit of a spoiler for my pan palette if you are watching, but I did end up dropping this palette, so a lot of the shades got smashed again, which is very much fun. And yeah, anyway, just concentrate on this green. I have not hit pan. Obviously I will because it's my pan palette. I would like to hit pan in it before the end of this project, so yeah, we'll see if I can do some green looks. But no, I've been enjoying this palette, but yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about it. So that is my update for the Zodiac Panner Project Pan. And we've only got one more update until the finale, so that is exciting. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm very excited that I had 2 pans to share with you this month. With everything else that I'm working on, I was honestly surprised, but the 2 shades that I hit pan on were shades that have been in the project for a while. So it made sense, especially the amethyst shade from the Huda Beauty. I've been working on that since April, so I'm so happy that I've actually managed to hit pan on it. It did take me a bit of time. I think it was like over 20 uses or maybe just 20 uses. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Caena, for creating this project. I have really enjoyed it. I don't know if anyone else is doing it till March, but I am, so we will just have to wait and see how I do for the next update, and then also if I can hit pan in that Dubious Place shade and the Wine and Only shade from Colourpop by the end of the project, which will be March. Fingers crossed, that's like my goal. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.